So this is about a time that I ran away from home and I almost got baby mamaed by this 23-year-old dude. And so I met this guy, his name was P. Well, we're gonna call him P. And so P was alright. Like, I met him through this girl I was living with. Well, he was alright at first, but I met him through this girl I was living with. Like, she had a man, the man bought a friend, and the friend was for me. And so him and I were like hanging out. My roommate and her man went in her room. And so we were hanging out together and just talking, whatever. Okay, so then like one day, like we got freaky or whatever, like we was getting nasty. And then like he did something to me and he hurt me. And I screamed and I was like, that hurts. And he was looking at me like, what's your problem? And I was like, I didn't want to tell him this. Like, I was trying to avoid telling him this because I know guys be acting weird after you say this. So I was like, I'm a virgin. And he proved me right. He started acting weird. His whole demeanor changed, like his whole attitude, his face, his voice, everything changed about him. So he started acting weird, and then, but we kept going, and then after that, you know, like he left. Some time went by, like, you know, we were still hanging out. You know, sometimes like I would try to hang out with him, sometimes I couldn't, because he would tell me like his aunt had his car. But then he would tell me like, that bitch won't give me back my car. So I was like, why are you referring to your aunt as that bitch? You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of weird, don't you think? So then, like, you know, he would sometimes even tell me like he has his nieces and that they're, you know, he's stuck with them and that he can't leave and that he has to stay with them and that he can't come over. So I was like, why are you responsible for your nieces? Like, why are you caring for them? Like, shouldn't they be with their mama and their daddy? Yes, and they was, because he was the daddy. Yes, he was. He was the daddy. And the bitch was his baby lovely mama. So, you know what I mean? I was like, wow. Wow. Ow, wow. Yeah. It was nice until it wasn't, you know what I mean? Because it was a lie. It was a god dang lie. It was a lie. It was a lie. And it was a lie. And it was a fraud. And he bamboozled me. He catfished me. He was a god dang fraud. So, after that, after all that, so he like one time brought his friend named Slim. And my roommate left me drunk with this dude. Like, these dudes. It's plural. And she had to go do something. So she left me with them. And I, like, projectile vomited all on myself. I was drunk and sick, baby. I was the combo. And so then, like, you know, I was like, bathe me. Like, don't you see me? Look at me. So I was like, bathe me. And he was like, I can't because I just don't want to look at you and you got all them bubbles on you and you have the water on you and you're all naked. And I was like, I don't care, bathe me. Because you know what I mean? Like, I have all this projectile vomited. I'm sick. I'm drunk. Bathe me. What are you talking about? You don't want to bathe me. We was already getting nasty and now you want to act new to me? So then after that, he was like, fine, I'll bathe you. So he ended up bathing me and he was bathing me and he was like acting all weird. He was like, I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't look at you. I can't do this. And I was like, baby. I was still screaming at him. And then like I opened it, like I like looked up and there was his friend looking at me. Slim was looking at me through like this, he was like peeping through this cracked door, staring at me naked and drunk. I was like, oh my gosh. And then like, you know, I was yelling at Pete. I was like, you didn't lock the door. And he was like, I thought I did. My lash is coming off. He was like, I thought I did. And I was like, no, you didn't. Oh my God. And then, you know, like I was humiliated. I was so humiliated. And he didn't seem to care. He didn't care. He didn't care. So then like after that, like a few days later, like he came over. And, you know, like we were talking and stuff, and then he was like, let me put the tip in. Like, what's the tip? I didn't know what it was because I was sheltered as a kid, and I was like really sheltered. Like, I didn't know, like all I knew is like I didn't really much know about the mail, you know what I mean? I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't even know what a tip was. So then, like, you know, like I was like, okay. And so then he put the tip and I was like, oh, what is that? And so anyways, like that went on. And then like after, like, I was just like, I wasn't into it, you know what I mean? Like, and I made that very clear to him. Like, I'm not into this. Like, I don't like this. Did he stop? No, he didn't. He kept going and doing the damn thing. So then after that, like, you know what I mean? Like, after he finished, I was like, all I did know though was like that, like, there's supposed to be ejaculation somewhere. Where is it? Where is it? And he was like, it's in my hand. And I was like touching that boy's hand. I was like, where is it? I don't see it in your hand. Where is it? And he was like, it's in my hand. I came in my hand. I finished in my hand. I was like, why don't I see it in your hand? No, it's because it wasn't in his hand. It was inside of me. So anyways, yes. And then right after all that happened, he was like, you know what? You're wifey material. You know, like, this dude had been like watching me. You know, when I would like, when we would hang out, like, I was slick catch him watching me when I was painting and stuff. And like, even like my roommate had noticed, and she was like, he was watching you, girl. I was like, he was? And she was like, yeah, girl, he didn't take his eyes off you one bit. And I was like, oh, but like, I didn't know, you know, at that time. But once it all happened, it all made sense. And then yeah, so he was abusive. Like, I had caught him going, like, we were going through his phone. I saw naked women in his phone, topless pictures. You know what I mean? I think he was with the women. I asked him, like, are you sleeping with other people? Are you seeing other people? And he said to me, didn't even try to hide it, yes, I am. I was like, wow, okay. So then, you know, but when he found out I was talking to other people and I was seeing other people, he got really angry and he was getting all mad and everything. And it was a problem when I was doing it, but it wasn't a problem when he was doing it. So yeah, so that was the story about how I did almost get baby mama, but the problem was that he had like a problem with his, I don't know, like, there was like a problem there. So like, what like happened was that, like, there was like a possibility, because I had to go to the gynecologist and everything, so there was like a possibility that like I was like possibly pregnant, but like it never happened. Oh, I took a plan B. That was what was happening there. I remember now. Okay, I took a plan B. That's what was happening. I remember, like, right after everything happened, like, I went, like, maybe like on the second day or third day it happened, or like, I don't remember, but I went to Target, spent $50 to get a plan B, and that's how we did it. And so yeah. Yeah, I ran away, and it was a disaster. But I'm here now. I'm still here. Really, like, I did end up finding out, like, yes, he did have 2 children, and he did have a baby mama, and he was trying to make me the second one. Yeah, so, and then, like, he, like, started, like, calling me off, like, unknown numbers, and, like, texting me, and, like bothering my family and stuff. So he did that for like a couple of years, and I had to like change my number because he wouldn't stop contacting me. He would call me, text me, and like be like, I would be like, who is this? And he wouldn't say who, and like I like slick had a feeling that it was him. So yeah, he had to go.